Hello, everyone. Today we are live over here with some amazing question and answers that we will be taking from our viewers and with the people who are present with us. So today we will be discussing about the prospects of training and development post-COVID. Right from the adoption of smarter technology to the dawn of various kinds of new things that has been introduced, training and development has become agile with every passing day. Now, L&D teams, they have been trying their best to move on and fast with the business. But right now, because of the various changes that has come because of this economic crisis, the pandemic situation that we have surpassed and that we are still going from, training and development plays a very important role over there. So we today have a very special guest with us, Mr. Anthony Nevis Amarnath. He's a counselor, psychotherapist, an NLP practitioner, and also a trainer. Welcome, Anthony, with Center for
Thank
Training and
you.
Professional Development, which is the corporate training branch of Asian College of Teachers. So, Anthony, we know that right now the situation is not right. We are going
Yes.
through the pandemic situation and economic crisis is there, various organizations they're running, they're laying off people. But we know that training and development plays a very important part in entire organizational development. So, how do you think, and what do you think will be the outcome of this pandemic situation when it comes to training and development with organizations?
That's a very vital question, I suppose. And thank you for inviting me, first of all. Thanks to the Asian College of Teachers. And I'm really glad and personally privileged to be here. Okay, good. So coming back to your question, it's all about understanding the organizational behavior post-pandemic, I believe, right? Most of the companies are sending their employees off. And you would have heard about this Air India. They have sent at least about 5,000 employees for 5 years, right? It is so mean to us, but they have a purpose, right? Now, post-pandemic, there are two options. Option A is to have freshers in. Option B, to have experienced employees in. Now, which one will the company go on? I would say they might go ahead with the freshers, option A, the freshers, because you can pay less, but you can get more work. There are skills, there are talents, there are time, everything is there. Everything is available for them. And coming to that point, option A and training and development, it is all about the company has got a mindset, an intention, a goal. What is training and development in this context? Helping the employees to set their mind to the mindset of the company, the goal of the company, the target of the company, and that's what it is. So definitely, there is a great prospect for all this training and development. I was doing uh, 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 a simulation actually yesterday. I'm doing an MBA from the Liverpool Business School at this moment, and I was doing a simulation from the Harvard Business Review. And we were, as the CEOs, we were asked to set a budget. We were asked to set a budget. In that particular budget, there is a particular section, 4 sections are there, production, this, that, and so on. A particular section is given for training and development. How a company gives more importance, you see. And you wouldn't believe when I was playing the 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 mock simulation actually. I was doing the rounds. And as I was giving more and more money into training and development, I was able to satisfy the customers well. And when I was satisfying the customers, I was getting more revenue. That's something very cool, I believe, right? Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're absolutely right because organizations, when they invest into training and development, they're actually doing that to upskill and upgrade their employees. Like, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes,
Because
right.
if
You are right.
organizations don't upgrade their employees, by the end of the year, how will they be taking a quantum leap? Because right now
Exactly.
we have seen because of this economic crisis, a lot of employees they have been laid off. So the
Yes,
companies are working with a limited amount of employees. And when it comes to limited amount of employees, the training should be more frequent. The training should be
definitely.
more. All right. So
Definitely.
we have also noticed, Anthony, that there has been a certain change. There has been shift to the virtual platform. post-COVID
Yes.
situation. People, definitely they were used to the virtual platform, but there was an apprehension that whether this will serve as an alternate platform or not. But right now, because of the situation, we have seen that there is a shift. There is a
Yes.
paradigm shift in regards to the virtual platform. So, do you think that right now organizations will invest more on virtual platform training?
There is no doubt in it. Definitely, they will do it. See, when you bring an expert into the company, they need to invest a lot. When it goes on live, when it is on the virtual platform, it's not that investment that they're. That's the
Absolutely. Your audio is not working. It's working fine now, I guess. Am I audible to you? Hmm. You're not audible, Anthony. You are not audible. So, as we were discussing, there must have been some technical fault from his end. So, we will definitely be coming back with him. But right now, what we think is we have shifted to this virtual platform, and it does create a lot of impact on the people who are into training and development. So, we have Anthony with us once again.
I'm sorry, there was a technical glitch. I suppose I was not able to listen to you. Sorry, I was speaking about the virtual platform and the training, right?
Mhm.
So investment is less, but the benefit is more. And definitely these days, webinars are coming more often. And you get into the social media, lots of webinars. Everybody's doing, but the company is choosing for the best.
Hmm.
Less investment, more profit. So there is
Because
no
there is
doubt.
right.
Yeah,
Because there is also a chance of cost cutting when it comes to virtual
definitely,
mode of.
definitely. There is no doubt in that. Yeah.
So, like, what are your experience, or what kind of experience you would like to share with us, with our viewers, in regards to virtual training? Because that has started and it's going quite well since this
Yes.
pandemic situation. So, what are your views on this virtual platform or virtual shift towards the training?
Very good. Thanks for this question. I had trained a lot of people over the years, like more than 1.5 lakhs or something like that. I'd gone for 100 plus programs and so many. It is very easy to be in person and chat and speak with them, give training, make it more creative, innovative, very interactive. But when it comes to virtual platform, you have a tough task to do. You need
Right.
to really equip yourself, I suppose. I think the Asian College of Teachers is providing, like your Center for Training and Development is providing virtual platform training for the training
Hmm.
and development, I suppose. I think that's a very good idea that people should take up, I believe. Because it's
Thank
not
you
that
so
you, it is not just enough that you have knowledge. That
much.
is not
Right.
enough. It's how
Right.
you present it, and
Right.
how,
Right.
when, what, everything is important. When it comes to virtual platforms, yeah, a few days ago, I started my virtual webinar for the first time. To be very honest, I was very anxious. I have
Mm-hmm.
never been like that earlier because
Right.
speaking in front
Mm-hmm.
of thousands of audience is completely different from speaking just in front of the screen where you find no one. You have your own screen and you need to speak like that. So it needs a lot of equipment, lots of training, lots of practice, and lots of courage and strength, and then the integration. And no one should fear in this regard, I believe. They should step forward and move ahead.
Right, right. So coming back to this particular point, as we know that, as I told you, that organizations are shifting towards virtual platform, do you think that right now organizations will invest more into virtual training?
Definitely, I suppose. See, the whole world is undergoing some sort of a different mental health concern. It's
Mm-hmm.
not all about lifting the leveraging the profit, but it's all
Mm-hmm.
about getting the employees to do the work done. Earlier, 100 of them were doing 100 jobs. Now, 40 are doing 100 jobs. So
Right,
if their
right.
mental health state is not okay, if they're not skilled to handle multitasking tasks,
Mm-hmm.
I suppose
Mm-hmm.
they would not leverage their profit. They will not reach their target or their goal. And so definitely this is the time they need to bring in training and development. And
Right, right.
especially in terms of mental health concerns, and then upgrading people with multitasking capacities, then upgrading helping them to know themselves better, satisfying their needs, and so forth.
Absolutely. What do you think about participation? Because there are many trainees who attend the training and development sessions in their organizations. But we have seen that when it comes to traditional classrooms or in class training, sometimes they're not participative. They don't participate, they feel shy, or they somehow try to hide their own inhibitions. But when it comes to virtual platform, we have noticed that the participation, the level of participation increases. So I think that is also very good, and it's an advantage for organizations who don't know how to create these kinds of activities or performance level training for their employees. So what are your views on this?
See, participation as such, I'm really for it in what you said. Like people are quite happy psychologically when something is coming at your door. You'd be happy than you going and buying it, right? Very often you
Right.
ask the participant, your employees to come and be present in a particular training and so on for a whole long day and so on. When it comes to an online virtual platform, something like this, people at their home, they can participate at whatever condition they are. Just they can come. This is, I notice people just wash their face and just come, comb their hair and come and sit and so on, right? So
Absolutely.
the content is going to their home, to their to their place. So they are quite happy.
Comfort zone that they are having.
Exactly. Their need is satisfied.
Right,
They don't
right.
need to grow. On the other hand, when something is given free of cost, something like that, people do not know
Mm.
the value of it either. See,
Right.
early
You're
days, if
absolutely
you're participating in a session, when you go in person and you are participating in the classroom setup as such, you need to pay, let's say, about 1,000 rupees for a participation. And today, 100 rupees, 150 rupees, enough. Now the
right.
value has gone down, okay, just because of the change of the platform. But to my understanding, the quality is the same.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
the
That's a
cost is for the quality, not for the content, the place. It's not about
right.
the fans and switches that you used, or fans and lights that you used, or the air conditioner that you used. It's not for that. It's for the content, I believe. So trainees, trainers, as well as the top management should consider this, that the quality is always the same, whatever
Right.
platform it be. Yes.
Absolutely. Anthony, we will take a very good question. I think our viewers are also viewing this and they have a few questions for us. We
Yes.
have this question that states that how is this virtual training going to help us when things turn normal? I think this is a very valid question. Many trainers who are practicing this training on a virtual platform, they might also think that once things get normal, do you think that organization will still practice this virtual mode of training?
Oh, well, that's a good question, I suppose. Very interesting question. All of us should
Right.
think of. We are already in a position called new normal life. So
Absolutely.
no one knows, no one has defined it exactly what is that new normal all about, right?
Hmm.
To my understanding, training and development is going to be there forever. Because I was just reading an article last week or a couple of weeks ago from the Harvard Business Review. In that, it is very interestingly given. I think it's going to be an eye opener for many of us, those who are watching at least. Uh, Early days, people used to say, I'm a learned person. So and so is a learned person. So and so is a learned person. But these days, we can't say that. because the
Right.
world is rapidly growing, that every day something new is coming in. And so
Absolutely.
here in after, everybody is going to say, I am a learning person. He is a
Hmm.
learning person. She is a learning person. I
Right.
think that the companies will not forget this statement. Okay.
Absolutely. It's
So either
very
be
good.
virtual or the regular classroom setup. Training and development is going to be the same. To be honest, it's going to hike up. Definitely, it's
That's a
going to shoot
very
up.
nice thing. Thank you so much,
It's
Anthony.
going to shoot up. But it's not all about your knowledge. It's all about the
Hmm.
presentation skills, the person
Hmm.
in general as such. So
Hmm.
like a lockdown is a beautiful time for you and me to prepare oneself, to get
Absolutely.
trained, to be a
We,
trainer. It's not like overnight you become a trainer. Next morning you come and give, ha ha ha, I'm a trainer. Oh, I got certification. Certification is nothing, but it's all about developing the skills. But the world demands papers. You should have
right.
papers, right?
Right.
So
You're absolutely
definitely you will have great prospects. I tell you, all those who are trainers and trainers in this forum, you are the right path. But
right.
never give
Absolutely.
up on learning. Never give up on learning. Continue to read personal training as well as getting affiliated to some colleges like this and learn, get equipped more and more, more and more. See, for example, I'm not boasting here myself. I have got so many degrees, like basically BA English Literature, then a diploma in counseling and psychotherapy, then MS in counseling and psychotherapy. Then I completed International Coaching Federation accredited life coaching, executive coaching, organization development coaching, and NLP practitioning. Then I
Hmm.
did a postgraduate diploma in TEFL from the Asian College of Teachers. Now I started diploma in Vault. And I've
Hmm.
started my MBA from Liverpool Business School. I'm doing an MS from European International University, MS in Innovative Education, and so that is the Asian College
Right.
of
Right.
Teachers.
Right.
And then I'm doing another master's in counseling. I feel still I should be acute. Still I
This is
should
a
be
very,
acute.
very inspiring thing that you've said, and I would like. I'm really thankful that I got to share this session with you because I'm also learning a lot of things from you, and
Great.
I'm sure our viewers are also getting to know a lot of things from your perspective, from your point of view. But the next thing I would like to concentrate on, Anthony, is that many people they are of this opinion that if I know the subject matter, or if I am subject matter expert, or I want to master in soft skills, then I should go for a soft skill course or a soft skill training, and I can become a trainer. But we know that this is not the truth, because if you have the domain knowledge, if you know whichever domain you're going to cater, but you don't know the methods, the technicalities of giving a training, that does not happen, or that does not execute the way we want it to execute. So, what do you think? That is it enough to have domain knowledge and be a trainer, or is it important to know the in-depth matter, the to delve deep into the training technicalities and methodologies, and then you can utilize that for any of the domain that you want, be that soft skills, be that product training or process training, or even you're an NLP practitioner. So, as an NLP practitioner as well. So, how much importance do you think that having a training knowledge or having proper methodologies in training and development will help a person to become a trainer?
So thank you for this question. I see theoretical knowledge is different from experiential knowledge. I could
Right.
have 100 degrees at the back of my name, but unless and until I know the nuances, the
Hmm.
techniques, the
Hmm.
pedagogy, I can never come
Hmm.
into a forum. So
Absolutely.
training is a field where you get trained first and then you come on training. It's
Hmm.
not that subject that speaks here. People, those
Right.
who are knowledgeable, can speak.
Hmm.
People, those who are wise, can speak sense.
Hmm.
Okay,
Right. Yeah.
and people those who are wise will go for their training. Okay.
Right. That's the reason Center for Training and Professional Development, we have an array of programs that delves deep into, training methodologies and techniques and everything that starts from diploma, post-graduation diploma. Do you think at any point of time, I think there is another internet connectivity problem with Anthony, so uh, he will surely join us in a short time.
Sorry, there was a technical glitch again. Sorry
That's
for that. Okay.
That's absolutely fine. This technical difficulties, it keeps on happening. So yeah, as
That's
I
one
was
of the
telling you,
difficulties in the virtual platform, to be very honest. We are
yes.
facing it right away here.
Right. But still, you see, we are connecting. Like you are sitting
Yes.
at some point and I'm sitting at some point, and still we are connecting. We are
Yes,
exchanging this views, and it's completely enriching. And I'm
very
sure our
much.
viewers are getting to know so many things from you. So this is the advantage. Like at this point of time, this discussion that we are having, we are exchanging our viewpoints. This is also enriching. To some way or the other, I am also getting enlightened. I am also
Definitely.
getting to know a lot of things. So virtual platform makes it really very easy, not only for the employees, but also for the organizations to
Very
conduct
much.
training for their employees at the best of time, at the best of place. So you see,
Definitely.
within this conversation only, we get to know so many advantages of virtual platform that we have come out. So as I was talking, like going back to your point that you said that it's not only about the degrees that you have, it's also about what knowledge you have. Do you think that organizations should conduct and should develop certain programs, certain courses, or certain investments should be there for their employees in training and development?
Definitely, as I said earlier, it's not all about leveraging the profit of the company. Unless and until you satisfy the need of your employee, you can never get anything out of them. They can
Right.
work, but you cannot get quality work. Through
Hmm.
training and development, what we do is we try to bring the quality work and leveraging profit accordingly. So
Right.
the amount of money or the time or energy they invest on people, they should
Hmm.
also equally invest in training and developing them. Because
Right.
100 people, let's say ACT has got, I'm just taking it as an example,
Mhm.
ACT has got 100 employees. 100 people are coming with 100 mindsets, but ACT
Right.
has got only one target. How all these people will fit into this one target? Some might be from Kolkata, from Mumbai, from Chennai, from
Mhm.
Delhi, all over, but
Mhm.
different backgrounds, different ethics, different values of life. But ACT, the founder, and then eventually the people those are working has got only one target. How are we going
Right.
to fit them in? It's all about training, nothing else. Nothing
Right.
else.
Absolutely. So, when we deal with adult learners in organizations, they are not yet so much open with the virtual platform. There are people, usually corporate deals with adult learners a lot. So when it comes to train adult learners, those who have been in the organization for 20 years, 25 years, our trainers, they have said that it becomes difficult to make them understand the utilization, the importance of virtual platform. So, what do you have to say about this particular age group, the adult learners, how to mold them or how to make them understand the importance of virtual training?
Good. See, usually psychologically, after 30, it is very difficult for anyone to learn. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're absolutely audible.
Okay, the video is paused. That's perfectly all right, I suppose. Uh,
Yeah, there's another technical problem from his end. I'm sure he will join us again.
Sorry, one second, it was just going
That's
on and off.
absolutely
Okay, see, psychologically speaking, when you become 30, 30 plus, it's very difficult to learn something new. Your mind
right.
is getting set. And as you exactly pointed out, those who have been in the field for 20 years, 25 years old, naturally they develop a kind of bubble ego stating
Mm-hmm.
that I know.
Mm-hmm.
And even when we study MBA, I had done my organization development coaching. The
Mm-hmm.
tension is always between the experienced and the young ones, the new
Right.
ones.
Right.
The new ones have got lots of ideas, innovation, this, that, and so on. The old ones, oh no, we can't take that step. Come on, we have been
Mm-hmm.
doing like this, and so on. Now, how to balance both? Company needs both. You can't have
Mm-hmm.
100 employees, new freshers. You'll be at a loss. You can't have
Mm-hmm.
100 people old. No, you can't. It should be a
Absolutely.
blend of both. And it's a trainer's duty to balance the both. The
Right.
HR's
Absolutely.
duty is to that. So I tell you, to learn, age is nothing. I always tell people, till we die, till we breathe the last, we are
Mm-hmm.
learners and teachers. We learn
Mm-hmm.
the do's and don'ts of life. we teach others the do's and don'ts of life. We are
Right.
learners. I always request, and in a situation like this, a 3-year-old or 2-year-old child might know better than us. We might
Absolutely.
have degrees, like we never learned. We were asking someone how to operate this Facebook, how to operate. Now you give the mobile to a 3-year-old kid, the child knows
No,
everything. And how are you going to compensate? It's all about
hmm,
opening our hearts, opening our minds, opening everything to learn,
hmm,
to welcome
right.
new, to welcome new. Yes,
Hmm. So you're of this opinion that adult learners and to manage them get into this virtual training, the traders should know how to balance that.
definitely. So they might have difficulty with technology.
Hmm. Okay.
The adult learners might have a
Mhm.
difficulty with technology, just
Mhm.
because, see, as science and technology grew up, the world
Mhm.
became a global village. Now, post
Right, right.
pandemic, you see, it is just like you are just my next door neighbor. And all the viewers,
Hmm.
those who are here, we are all like we are sitting in a room, right? We feel connected. So, post pandemic, we have become very knit. And
Right,
the
right.
adult learners should understand it is making
Mhm.
us more comfortable. We are not left alone. We are not a lone traveler in this, but people
Right.
those who are traveling with us.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. So we have many questions, but we can't take all the questions. I think we will be taking the last question of this session. If employment is affected due to COVID, don't you think that trainers might find a scarcity in training out the new joinees?
So if employment is affected due to COVID, don't you think trainers might find a scarcity in training out the new joinees? Uh, there is a contrast in the question, Rudrani.
I
So
can understand. Let you. I'll make you understand what she's trying to question is that. Don't you think that because of this COVID, many people are losing jobs? So don't you
yes,
think that it will be difficult for the trainers to find out new joinees and train them? Because if there is a scarcity in jobs, if there are organizations who are laying off, who are the new joinees? Who are they going to train? How are the
okay.
new upskill upgradation going to come up?
So it's not all about the people that you're going to train. It's all about
Hmm.
the subject you're going to train. Early days, it's all about the skills. You were speaking about upskills. Okay, you were
Hmm.
skills and so on. Now, these days, you're going to say how to accommodate.
Hmm.
So, as I
Hmm.
said, 100 people, 100 jobs. Now, 40
Hmm.
people, 100 jobs.
Hmm.
How to set
Hmm.
it. A trainee's work. It's not about, you're not going to teach the technical difficulties of it, but the
Right,
mindset, the
right,
motivation that you give. That's what it
right.
is. And when you think when you have new joinees coming in, freshers coming in, it's very easy. Understand the organizational behavior, how it had been, how it has been, what it is
Hmm.
expecting, what it is getting forward.
Right,
To give a
right.
training to an organization, just go and stand there and I know everything. Come on, I know everything. No, you need to learn the
No.
organizational behavior. You should understand the aim, target, and then
Hmm.
only you can design, then you develop, and then
Hmm.
you integrate it. Okay, so
Great.
it's all about learning the need of the organization, and every organization will have different things. For example, Amazon has got more leaders these days, but not Air India.
Hmm.
You understand? So it's not all
Hmm.
about the employees. Every organization has got a different
Approach.
different need, yeah, approach or a need.
Need.
ACT
Right.
has got different one. Like I have something, I have a different approach. So it's all
Yes.
about the need of the organization, not the trainee or the
Train.
trainer. Yes.
Right. I'm sure the viewers are so impressed by this like enlightening session that they're coming up with question, and I have to take the last question. So it states with as the professional space of teaching and training steps into the domestic aspect of our lives, as we train from homes, how do we maintain the fine line separating our personal lives and the professional one? Do you think the line gets blurred at some point? I think this is
Very,
a personal question from my end as well. I would like to know
very.
about that as well.
See, in counseling, I'm meeting a lot of people in my counseling. I'm almost nearing 7,000 mark in my counseling sessions. I've counseled 6,980 people altogether, counseled and coached people, right? And most of the times, these days, I receive this question: work-life balance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have never been trained in our life personally, never been trained to do this work-life balance. Either if you like something, you go and give your energy completely into it. If you like a person,
Absolutely.
you go and completely give yourself. If you don't like something, you completely strip off yourself.
Mm.
So it's all about spacing out your time.
Mm.
I tell people always space out the time. Gandhiji says, if your work is still 5 p.m., finish it by 5 p.m., go back home because your children and your husband or your wife are waiting for you. Because
That's a
that is
wonderful.
also a prayer, right? Gandhiji is very important. My brother is a deputy commandant in the Indian Coast Guard. He's an officer. And whenever he comes late, I tell him, come, try to come early because your children are waiting. I am waiting. Your wife is waiting. We want to speak with you. And recently he changed that pattern and he's very happy. So it's not all about earning money. It's all about the joy of living that you have.
Right.
If you
The
have a
balance.
joy of living, there is quality of job already, quality of work in your job also, right? So
Right.
that's what I say. Space out time, please. However, even to see space out time for your relationship, space out time for your job, space out time for your personal hobbies, for space out time for your friends, whatever it
Mm.
might be, space it out.
Right.
Design the week ahead. As trainers, definitely we should be very disciplined before we go to someone else. If we are not
Absolutely.
disciplined, I can't go and train someone in NLP practitioning or this, that, and so on, right? So always have this in mind that you design your week. Name your week. Start naming your day. Today is a day of positivity. Today is a day of this. Name your days, name your week, name your months. You'll have absolute joy of living in your life.
Thank you so much, Anthony. It was lovely having you amongst us. I'm sure all our viewers, they're enlightened, and I can see that kind of reactions they're all giving. It's wonderful to have you, and I'm sure that we are again going to connect back in future with such kind of sessions with enlightening viewpoints from your end. Is there any message that you would like to give our viewers from your end regarding this entire conversation that we had?
See, I really appreciate the step that Asian College of Teachers in collaboration, the Center for Training and Development, I suppose, right?
Professional.
Center for Training, okay, Professional Development, okay, right? I really appreciate your step in organizing this live to share, okay? I
Right.
tell people always, as I informed earlier, we are learners and teachers till the end. Never ever keep a full stop in your learning. Keep it a comma just because the world is moving in a way that something new comes up every second just like this, and we can't
Absolutely.
we can't look, oh, this is how life is giving, we can't. So keep a comma in your life always in terms of learning, never a full stop. As you move ahead, if you keep a comma and move ahead in your life, I'm very sure you'll become more humble, more knowledgeable, and very successful in life.
Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you so much. We'll definitely get back to you. Thanks to our viewers as well
Thank you
for
so
being with
much.
us. We will definitely get back with more of such live sessions to share our views, to share your views, and to make it even more beneficial for you. Thank you.